All right, this is Robert Cobra Barnes from SPM Radio. We're going to be doing a cool show today. We're going to be talking about TSPN, and I'm telling you this is something that's going to be incredibly unique. We got Mr. Rodney Morris on the line, and first I want to say thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Happy to
You know
be
what?
here.
Yes, they say that you just jumped up to a super cool position, so let's go on and talk about that first. Before we get started, tell us about TSPN.
Well, TSPN, the Social Pool Network, it's a league. Alan Hendrickson's idea, and as everybody knows, he's the founder. And basically, he was given the instructions or advice to start the league as a singles league.
Yes.
So the cool thing that we are, transitioning into now is we're launching the ambassador program, which is, launching teams. So everybody's excited about that. And, Alan has been, obviously the backbone and integral part of this whole, operation,
yes.
Along with Vernon McGee, Tanya, they're invaluable. So, and they're, I'm in this position, as CEO.
Okay. And I mean, the thing about it,
basically because they want me to start getting to work.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and plus, of course, you've been a big name in the industry for a very, very long time. And I think this is going to be a plus for everybody, that is playing pool and watching pool and everything, right?
Yeah, I came on board as vice president in charge of player operations in August of last year.
Okay.
And I left the Porsche dealership that one of my best friends was running and owning. So I was selling Porsches for him. And when I got this opportunity to come on board, I jumped at it because it's it's my industry. This is what I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 100% believe in this, and I got a chance this last year or a little over a year to actually see day to day what Tanya does, Vernon McGee, Alan, all the people that do now Josh that does the app. Everybody, I see all the work, and I've seen firsthand all the how great these people are, the integrity that they have and stuff. So, and this model that we have, this business model that we have for TSPN it's unbelievable. It's genius, basically, and to use one word, it's, just to give an example of the way the business model is structured, we got the sign 3, play for free. It's the only league that flows money back to its players in the business model. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So it's, 75% of the money goes back to the player.
Mm. I mean, and that's, like I said a long time ago.
Just by the business model, the structure. So
yeah. And that's going to be something that's going to be so, unique for us. It's going to help everybody. And it's going to also make a lot of people want to jump into this. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to, especially captains, the way it's right now, the ambassador program is starting.
Mm-hmm.
When they have a captain based on the way it's structured with a 4-man team, the captain signs up 3 of his players. Automatically, that captain is playing for free and earning commissions already. Imagine that's all most of the time, all we want to do is just play for free. This is what we love.
Yeah.
So if you can join a team and automatically as a captain, you're playing for free and earning like $16 a month right out the gate before you hit a ball. That's all I need to hear, man.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So how are people going to be able to participate in something like this? I mean, of course, it's a beautiful thing that now you're one of the top guys that are on here now, but how can the average guy find out and say, hey, look, I want this in my area. I want to go in and make this happen.
Yeah, well, we're getting on a call tomorrow, and it's with the ambassadors that are starting right now. So we got about 20 to 25 people that are going to be on, and these guys are going to be in the area. But you can contact us, you can put a link on there later, for, find out the info at TSPN and just reach out, or you can find me on Facebook. A lot of everybody's got my phone number. So if you guys want, you can hit me up, send me a text, a Facebook message, Instagram. I was on the phone yesterday with about 3 people from Instagram that reached out from the post I made, and different cities and stuff. So we're there's a city just outside of Champaign, Illinois, guy, Chubby, he's Ellis Donnelly. He opened up a pool room. He specifically said, I opened up my own pool room. I retired and I'm doing my own league. It's because I was fed up with all these other leagues. But after talking with you, I want to join with you, he said.
See, that's what's going to happen. little by little, I mean, you're going to just keep growing and growing. And I think that as the word gets out and you find that there's good leadership in the program, then, of course, it's going to be something that's going to get bigger and bigger over time. Let me ask you this. There's a rumor that you have your own game. Now, is this something that's, is this just a rumor or is this true?
Well, there's a few games that we've come up with, and
Okay.
and so I'm out here in Saratoga, Wyoming right now.
Hmm.
My wife is from here, and
Hmm.
we just got married in July. But
Okay.
the reason why I was coming here the last 12 years is because EJ Glode, he does the Wyoming Open and stuff. But
Okay.
in 2008, he invited, I got invited here, and we became like brothers. So
Great.
every year we come and we're like thinking of different ways to, when I come here, hey, what can we do to, our game
Kind
hasn't
of liven
evolved
it
in
up. Hmm.
yeah, it hasn't evolved in 40, 50 years. We're doing
Hmm.
the same old stuff. He got tired of 9 ball. I got tired of 8 ball. We came up with a game that's a hybrid of 8 ball and 9 ball.
Okay.
It's called
Okay.
It's called Saratoga.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's a 9 ball in far as that you run it in order from lowest to highest, and
Okay.
it's an 8 ball because you run your suit. So you
Great.
run if you
Great.
choose stripes, you're shooting the lowest stripes to the highest, and then you shoot the black ball last. For
Hmm.
when. So we've been playing Saratoga for 12 years. A lot of guys come, Shane, Johnny Archer, Corey Deuel,
Hmm.
Mika, Raj, everybody that's
Is this something that's
a
gonna
lot
and
of professional guys came here and played, and they love the game.
is it
So
gonna have safeties
yeah.
involved, things like that, or whatever? I mean, or is there, where can we get ready to find the rules, or is it going to be best for us to watch a couple of you pros play it so that we amateurs can kind of get out there and do it ourselves?
So this game we've been playing. There's guys playing on the East Coast. There's guys playing it in different countries
Right.
in Europe and
Hmm.
Asia. So we've been playing it for a long time.
Hmm.
You can go on the TSPN app and you can
Yes.
see
Okay.
rules of play on there. But there's a game that we launched that's in the app now that we did it. And this COVID is what really launched us and made us speed up our
Yeah.
delivery
Yeah.
of this.
Hmm.
It's an all offense version, and it's an all offense version of Saratoga, and we call it Rocket Runout. So
There you go. All right.
it's all offense. So no safeties. It's just quick, and there's about 40, 50 people playing it, right now, since March, because anybody that had a pool table or access to a pool table, and they can play
Yeah.
by themselves and shoot their number.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
that's a really cool game, and it's in the TSPN app now. So there's a bunch of different games that we're going to come up with that we haven't launched yet. So this
Can
is
we
a
talk
this is a
about
really
that right now?
good time for pool and good.
Would it bother you if you could talk about that right now, the TSPN app? I mean, what is that about? How long has that been out?
Shoot, it's been out for a few years, I guess now, but
Okay.
it's like any app and that we're learning, it's never gonna be finished, right? It's always gonna
Yes.
be
Always going to be
getting
adding on
better,
more
yeah.
to. Hmm.
So
So
now, and yeah, a lot of people that have gotten on, and myself included, like a couple of years ago and joined. If you haven't, or if you,
I'm on the way. I got my
yeah, if
phone
you
right
got,
here, man. You know.
if you dropped out or if you didn't, see the app in the last, 4 or 5 months or something, you're going to be amazed when you see it. It's like unbelievable. It runs perfect and everything, communicates well. Everything that you need is right at, when you open the screen and you punch something, you can see everything that you need on there. It's really,
Beautiful.
and
Beautiful.
the functionality and the way it looks is slick. So, and it's going to get better. Josh is going to do better and better. And it's ready to go, and we've been jamming now. So it's really neat. Everything is real simple and quick. When you guys get on it, you guys will see how easy it is.
You know what? I heard you say some things about Andy's billiards cloth before. And I mean, is there some things you could talk about on that subject?
Oh yeah, so my buddy EJ that puts on the Wyoming Open over here, he's
Hmm.
also bought the rights to Andy Cloth USA.
That's
So
good. That's
and then
good.
it's yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So a lot of people are using it now, and it's cheaper than anything. So if anybody in the pool want to save money on
Hmm.
on their bottom line and want cloth that's really good, one of the cool things that I tell people and the feedback that they give us is normal cloth, has like a break-in period where it's
Hmm.
sliding
Yes.
and stuff like
Hmm.
that.
Yes,
Andy
sir.
doesn't do that. It grabs right from the
Okay.
beginning. So it's like,
Okay.
from the beginning to the end, it's going to be the same. So it's really cool. So it's, yeah, if you guys get with me and Andy Cloth or search Andy Cloth USA online, and you can see, you can get with Mark, and Mark will sort you out.
Well, what about break tips? I mean, of course, not just the stuff that's out there. I mean, there's so many things. I started playing pool when I was 10. We just took a pool cue off the wall, started hitting with it. Now you not only have your normal pool cues, you have separate jump cues, you have separate break cues. and we're going into the tip. You mentioned striker breaking tips. I mean, what's going on there? I mean, that's a new one for me. I mean, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, in January we did it was like an MMA pool player little tournament that
Hmm.
benefit we
All
did in
right.
New York City, and
Uh-oh.
then there, Joe Strauss, and he we reconnected, and he told me, hey, I just started making these tips. He said, maybe you can try
Okay.
them out and let me know what you think about them. So, I just put them in my case, never thought nothing about it.
Hmm.
And so I've had this break cue in my case that I didn't like the way it broke. And I've had about 15 different, I've had it over 13 years now, this break
Okay.
cue. And I love the cue, the great cue, but the tips that I had on it, none of them, I tried them all. I must have had at least 15 tips on that I've tried.
Hmm.
And I just like, it just keeps going in the case. I'm like, everything
Yep.
else,
Yep.
it breaks
Yep.
better.
Hmm.
Well, I was over here and I was like, man, I want to try this brake tip out. I pulled it out of my case. I said, okay, I'm going to try it out. So my buddy Monty out here put it on
There you
about
go. I
three
was going
weeks
to
ago.
ask. Hmm.
Yeah, he put it on 3 weeks ago and I started hitting balls with it. I'm like, oh, wow, this thing
Yep.
is unbelievable.
You can start seeing something happen real good and quick.
Yeah, this thing explodes the balls and it grabbed like a leather tip. So, and so I called him back, and I worked out something with him. So now I'm part of the company now. And
It's good. It's
so
good.
anybody needs striker break tips, you guys hit me up or go on, striker.com and check it out. And we'll post links later. But it's trust me when I tell you, and it's cheap too. I think it's $10 retail. So I'm,
Okay.
I'm
All
telling
right.
them it's too cheap. So you
Hmm.
guys better get it before I start raising the price
That's
on
what
you.
I'm saying. I understand that. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Trust me, you guys will love this tip.
Okay. Well, you know what? Look,
Yeah.
Larry Martin is having a tournament. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. There's a tournament coming up in
Yeah.
Wyoming. Well, we got one coming up here next month, November 6th through the 8th. That's
Okay.
over here in Saratoga. It is the we can put a flyer up later if anybody has. I put it up there on SPM TV,
Sure.
and it's so basically it was the Wyoming Open that we couldn't do in April.
Mm-hmm.
So we
You just kind of push that to now. Yeah. Push that. So you said
um, taking
November.
the funding and moving it to November 6th through the 8th.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
November 6th through
November
the 8th.
6th, 7th, and 8th. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then
Mm-hmm.
my buddy Lenny with ontherailtv.com, he's going to be doing the live streaming. So you guys can check that out. And so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be doing that here in Saratoga. And then in January, Mike Kirby's going to be doing that event that Larry, which one is that again? It's called? Got to remember now. Where is Yeah, I got the info right here. It's a Larry Martin Memorial, January 8th through the 10th.
Through the 10th.
And
Okay.
there's going to be 4 divisions, a C, B, A, and an open, and
Okay.
then maybe a women's division, not sure yet. And they're still working on the added money. It's going to be a bunch of money, and it's 8-ball bar box, double elimination. So there's going to
Okay.
have Calcutta and all that stuff. And that's going to be in Cheyenne, Laramie,
Okay.
I
All
think.
right.
If I'm not mistaken. I got to double check. But yeah, you can search that. You can find Ask Mike Kirby, Kirby, on Facebook, and you can
Okay.
find him and check that out.
I think since COVID, put a lot of people
So
back
yeah,
for
we're all
so
excited
long.
about this, the social pool network and getting,
Yeah. I
yeah,
think that I think that since it knocked us back, now we have a chance. We had a lot of chance to practice, get a lot better. And what I love about this, with your new game and with everything coming out, it gives us something to look forward to as the bars slowly reopen, as the clubs slowly reopen. So, I mean, this is really an exciting thing. I mean, what other things that you have coming up for us?
yeah. Well, one of the cool things that we're doing too, in regards to, I keep hearing, what are we doing? How are you guys taking care of the players?
Hmm.
It's all about the players, right?
Yes.
So, one of the cool things we're doing, we have an annual membership fee, to be a, part of TSPN is $49 annually. But what we're doing with the teams is we're giving back $25 per player of that annual dues at the end of the session when they play.
Okay.
So every year, half of their annual dues is going to get back for them to play for. So
Okay.
that's another cool thing that, we're trying to do different things that no other leagues are doing. But as far as the team concept and creating, forming teams and stuff,
Hmm.
every city and every state is going to be able to do whatever they want to do. We're not going to say you have to do this. You have to
Okay.
play 9-ball. You have to play 8-ball. You have to
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
Saratoga. You have to, yeah. So when people, and you can form how many teams you want. And
Okay.
the best part about TSPN because of our handicap, it's open. This league is open to anybody, so I play on it. So
Okay, all right.
the coolest part is it's a live handicap. So you know how like a lot of times when you play on a league, they they have a certain number handicap of 28. All five guys can't add. Well, we don't have that. We can have five. The whole Moscone Cup team can be on one team.
Wow.
Because when they play a person in that match, it's a live handicap. So whatever your handicap is, according to that person at the time, that's how you match up.
Okay.
So it's not, there's no like, oh, this guy's a strong 3 and he's a weak 5. No. It's right to the number. It's exact. It's your handicap is so precise that it makes it, you can play with anybody. It's frustrating for me when I play now because I'm the underdog because the handicaps are so on point. So somebody that's a 19 and a Rocket Runner and I'm a 76, which is like the highest.
Yep.
It's I lose that match because they just got to shoot their number. They shoot a 20 and I shoot a 74. I lost. And I shot pretty good, right? So
yes, sir. That's good. That's good.
It's
like I said, this is really
a really cool league as far as that. And we don't. Yeah, we don't promote the sandbagging, so that's the biggest part. A lot of we kind of weeded out that part. There's no reward, there's no reason. And 70% of the sessions in the league, 70% of the money goes for the actual regular season. So a lot of people put 100% of the money to the to the postseason, the playoffs. But what we're doing is we're putting 70% to the regular season so that everybody has to play to get more money depending on how they finish. And then we have another 30% for the postseason. So, we're figuring out different ways to kind of, keep the integrity of the game and the players and, just make it fun, keep everybody playing and trying to get better.
I mean, how long is the season last and then when does the postseason start?
Some people are doing 14 weeks, 13 weeks, and then, sessions. And then one guy reached out and said they were like, man, if you guys putting in that much money, he said, we can do some cool things. We're going to do a 23-week season. So I'm like, right on, let's get it going. So I think so it seems
really, like you're giving a lot of good freedom to the different areas to be able to kind of mold their own way of making their area right. And then you're going to have your postseason. And then, like I said, your championships a little bit later, but that's great. This is something that's going to be great.
Yeah. One of the cool things that I tell the guys, when they, I know it's never about the money. It's always about, the players and having fun and, they don't want, but I tell them, I said, I tell the ambassadors and, the people, there's a lot of people around this country that's been, I guarantee you, we know a bunch of them that they put a lot of work and they do a lot of things and put together events and stuff like that, and they never get paid for it. They never get. Like, dude, you're gonna do this anyway. Why don't you come on board and do it? The way it's structured, you become an ambassador. You're already going to be earning money as you build that league.
Right. Yes.
So exactly. It's like. Yes, I mean, and everybody loves that. Everybody appreciates that guy in their area that's always putting on tournaments or woman. You guys are always putting on tournaments and doing something, but they can't keep doing that and not making no money. You just can't.
Can you do me a favor and tell me just a little bit about the team that you're working with? I mean, now we have Tanya on here if she wants to say something a little bit later, but can you say some good things about her right quick and tell us about the team that you're working with?
You can't say. You got 7 hours? Because I could tell you a million things about Tanya. Tanya does it all. She is the one that does everything. She's the, every time somebody asks for something, I'm like, Tanya can help you. Call Tanya, text Tanya. 10 minutes later, it's like it's done. So I guarantee you, she has a list. 10 people tall that she's got to go through. All the time to catch up on. And we're going through growing pains, so it's going to be hard to catch up on a lot of things.
Yes. Yeah. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
She's amazing. And the work ethic and the commitment, and it's basically, it boils down to belief. Everybody in this group here, we all firmly 100% without a doubt believe in this company and what it can do. So we're gonna make it happen.
That's beautiful.
We're moving. Vernon McGee is 100% committed to CFO. He's the one that brought me on board, and he's one of the first things that I'm doing right now is we're launching this team concept, and we're gonna skyrocket.
Well, I
So
mean,
we're
I
ready to
think
rock
that's
and
the
roll.
thing that's going to be so important, that everybody is working together for that common cause. I mean, even the guys at FedEx, if you've ever read the book or saw the story about FedEx, I mean, when the company is really growing and going through its ups and downs, a lot of the people that were there actually worked for free. I mean, they actually were like, look, we'll take a lower pay cut. We'll do whatever we have to do to make the business work. And then now you see how huge FedEx is. So I think this is something that if everybody continues to work together, that if we get the other states to come in and you get the captains all working together, I mean, I'll just go on and ask you, where do you see TSPN in 5 years?
I see us with about I would say about like 10,000 members,
That's
maybe more. I think
beautiful,
that's
beautiful,
a
beautiful.
conservative number,
Hmm, hmm.
but I think because we're doing it the right way.
I like that. I
And
like that.
trust me, we turned away people we turned away people that don't have integrity. Like
Yes, yes.
if I call them bad actors. If
Hmm.
people they give you that vibe
No, you don't need that in you. You
that
don't
they
need
just
that.
draw, like you're just not a right fit for us.
Hmm.
We don't want just great players. We want great people.
Well,
So
look, like I said, I want to thank you for taking out the time to, come talk to us and let us know what's going on. This is exciting. This is going to be something that's going to really change the billiards industry. And I think that there are a lot of people that are going to want to jump on board. And like I said, so y'all need to get your computers ready. Uh, don't break the internet, but just get ready. And like I said, I think that you need to continue to be selective. You've got a great team with you. And I think they put the right person in charge, because not only do you still have a love for the game of pool, but you're helping others to be able to love the game too. And that's something that I
yeah.
want you to know and I appreciate. But is there anything you want to leave us with?
Yeah. Just get with me, and I promise all the people there's a really good solid core of members that have been around as long as I have and longer, and
Mhm.
they're sticking with it and playing through the frustrations and all the glitches and this and that. You guys are trust me, stick with it, keep it. You guys are going to
Okay.
be very, very happy
Mhm.
real soon, and we're going to make sure everybody's is whole, I should say. Nobody's
Yes.
ever going to be wanting. And call me, text me, I'll be right there. I'll message you. There's a few guys that reached out already.
Hmm.
A lot of times they just want communication, and
Yes.
so I'm here. That's what I do. If I can go on Facebook and rile people up, for no
Yes.
reason, I can answer you guys. So
That's about right. Well, that's
yeah,
what we're going to do. And what we're going to do, we're going to keep in touch with you as this grows. I mean, I want to watch, what we're going to do. We're going to do you like this. You know how when you have a kid and then you do the little mark on the head, and then as they grow, you mark again, and then you mark again. That's what we're going to hopefully be here to help, and help you grow in any way. And also, whenever you say something out loud and you make a promise to the public, it pushes you to fulfill that promise. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to push you, and we want you to push us to become better pool players.
yeah, and I give a and also too on SPM. I'm part of the discipline and development or
Yes.
whatever.
Incredible.
So I do
Yes.
videos on there, and
Hmm.
if you guys want to get on here, and it's just $1 a month, and you get access to a lot of us that are doing videos, instructional stuff. So get
Yes.
on there, watch my videos, and learn some stuff. So it's really cool. $1 a month, dude. I mean,
Nothing, man.
sign me
It's
up
nothing.
12 times.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing,
I
man.
know.
It's a big gulp.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so let's do this. Well, look, I want to appreciate you coming in and talking to us today. We wanted to get this short show and be able to let people in on this. It's not a secret anymore that they put you in this position, and there's some pressure on you. But I think that if anybody can handle it, I think you've been in pressure situations before, and I think that you're going to handle it incredibly. So thank you so much for joining us today. I want to wave at Tanya. She's in the background, but we appreciate what you're doing. You can tell that Mr. Morris appreciates you, and we're wishing, and me personally, I'm wishing you all the best with your endeavor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can I say one more thing? You
Sure.
got time?
Hmm.
Okay. There's some people that have been frustrated. There's a group of people out there that over this last couple of years I've seen that they really been kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, been kind of focusing some hate towards the new league and stuff. Like, they just don't understand. I just want to give you guys the opportunity to reach out to me, and I can explain more, and we can,
Hmm.
it's all about mending fences and not
Yes.
burning
Yes.
bridges and stuff like that. And if we can all help each other to lift up this game that we love, and work together,
Yes.
please reach out to me, and I can explain a lot of stuff, and I can, let's we could probably work in your area and help you guys be successful and grow the game too. So it's never too late. We're filled with hate. That's not a good place for anybody. So reach
I
out to me,
agree.
hit me up, and let's get it going, man.
All right, let's do that. Well, look, this is Robert Barnes, the Cobra from SPM Radio. And I tell you this, I'm really excited. This is something that you need to, look, get on your phone, go download the app right now, get familiar with what's going on. If you have a table, if I were you, rack those balls and start practicing this game, because you don't want to be the last to learn how to play, and then you're going to be behind. So,
That's right.
so again, thank you. Thank you, Tanya, for joining.
That's
and
right.
I want to go on and sign out.